The Mahabharata details a brutal, continent-spanning conflict. Within the accounts of chariot charges and infantry tactics is the deployment of a specific, terrifying device, the Brahmastra. The texts describe this weapon possessing the capacity to sterilize entire geographical zones, incinerating armies and reducing miles of land to barren ash. This leaves us with a difficult question. Are we reading accounts of divine magic or literal descriptions of an ancient atomic payload? Descriptions of warfare this extreme raise questions about whether our understanding of ancient technology is missing a significant chapter. The Mahabharata is one of India's most carefully preserved historical texts. It approaches the mechanics of warfare with methodical detail, rather than vague mythology. To deploy the Brahmastra, the operator had to initiate a specific activation sequence. Spoken mantras functioned as highly specific triggers, operating similarly to modern launch codes to arm the device. Once activated, the immediate result was a blinding light filling the sky, followed instantly by a shockwave of inescapable destruction. These verses provide specific, step-by-step eyewitness accounts of a localized extinction-level event. A group of alternative researchers view these ancient passages as literal, forensic records of a nuclear blast. The chronology matches the physics of an explosion. The texts document an initial blinding flash, a wave of intense heat that incinerates everything in its path, and a lingering, deadly sickness that causes hair and nails to fall out, symptoms associated today with acute radiation poisoning. This photograph captures a modern nuclear fireball rapidly expanding just milliseconds after detonation. The ancient texts describe the Brahmastra explosion in the same physical terms, a massive dome of fire radiating with the brilliance of 10,000 suns. To find the same specific stages, the flash, the thermal pulse, and the radioactive aftermath appearing in ancient texts suggests a level of detail that is difficult to dismiss as simple coincidence. The physical characteristics of modern atomic warfare perfectly align with the devastating events described by ancient Indian scholars. Mainstream science, however, rejects the theory of ancient nuclear warfare. Archaeologists argue this is a case of historical pareidolia. Humans have a psychological tendency to project modern anxieties, like the fear of nuclear war, backward onto ancient myths. The primary scientific counterargument relies on the physical Earth itself. There is currently no archaeological evidence of vitrified craters, highly irradiated soil, or radioactive skeletal remains to corroborate these ancient claims. Yet, a question lingers. If this weapon was purely a product of human imagination, what earthly experience could have possibly inspired our ancient ancestors to invent such a terrifyingly specific, unnatural method of annihilation? The mystery rests on this gap: the strict demands of modern archaeology on one side, and the haunting precision of our ancestors' darkest stories on the other. This tension fuels the lost civilization hypothesis. It suggests human history operates in cycles, where a highly advanced society obliterates itself. Psychologists offer a different view. They argue the Brahmastra represents humanity's universal fear of its own destructive potential, regardless of the technological era. The truth behind the weapon remains buried in time, sitting squarely on the line between literal history and psychological metaphor. Whether it was a physical bomb or a profound prophecy, the Brahmastra serves as a warning about the cost of absolute power. You're watching Untold Indian Stories, where we investigate history's deepest enigmas. If you want to help us investigate more of these ancient mysteries, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we'll investigate another historical anomaly, an ancient site that contradicts our current models of structural engineering. Until then, ask yourself, is every myth actually a forgotten truth, just waiting to be dug up?